Here we will see array in C sharp. A variable is used to store a literal value, whereas an array is used to store multiple literal values. Array stores multiple values in a single variable instead of declaring separate variables for each value. An array is a group of same typed variables that are referred by a common name, and each data item is called element of an array. The data types of the elements may be any valid data type like char, int, float, etc. and the elements are stored in a continuous location. Arrays make it easier to organize and operate large amount of data. For example, rather than creating 100 integer variables, you can just create one array that stores all these variables. Array is an object of base type system.array. An array is the data structure that stores a fixed number of literal values of same data type. All arrays consist of continuous memory locations. The lowest address corresponds to the first element and the highest address to the last element, as shown in this figure. Next we will see advantages of an array. Array represents multiple data items of the same type using single name. In array, the elements can be accessed randomly by using the index number. Arrays allocate memory in continuous memory locations for all its elements. Hence, there is no chance of extra memory being allocated in case of array. This avoids memory overflow or shortage of memory in array. We can use arrays to implement other data structures such as linked lists, trees, graphs, stacks, queues, etc. Arrays are strongly typed. That means they are used to store similar type of multiple data items using single name. Since arrays are strongly typed, it will provide two additional advantages. First is the performance of the application will be much better because boxing and unboxing will not happen. And second is runtime errors will be prevented because of type mismatch. Since at compile time it will give you error if there is any type mismatch. Next is disadvantages of array. The array size is fixed. So we should know in advance how many elements are going to stored in the array. Once array is created, we can never increase the size of an array. As the array size is fixed, if we allocate more memory than the requirement, then the extra memory will be wasted. On the other hand, if we allocate less memory than the requirement, then it will create the problem. We can never insert an element into the middle of an array. It is also not possible to delete or remove elements from the middle of an array. To overcome this problem, collections are introduced in C#. The number of elements to be stored in an array should be known in advance. Next is application of an array. Array stores data elements of the same data type. It maintains multiple variable names using a single name. It also helps to maintain large data under a single variable name, which avoids the confusion of using multiple variables. Arrays can be used for sorting data elements. Different sorting techniques like bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort, etc. use arrays to store and sort elements easily. Arrays can be used for performing matrix operations. Many databases, small and large, consist of one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays whose elements are records. Arrays can be used for CPU scheduling. Lastly, arrays are also used to implement other data structures like stacks, queues, heaps, hash tables, etc.